Will it speak when it's sunny?
No.
Yeah?
No.
No.
You sit.
Oh, so he's going to use that?
Yeah, it is connected.
So in that case, then he can start. So he's going to use this.
Just make sure that the one seat. The mics are down.
Let's arrange. The press, welcome to Electoral Commission. We've had a meeting with Honorable Tabimanyi, and the chairperson of the Electoral Commission will talk to you. But for now, we have the candidate here. Feel free to interact with him about what we discussed in the meeting. And then the chairperson of the Electoral Commission will also come and give some of it. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I think I can project my voice. Can everybody hear me? Yes. Yeah, thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. As you all are aware, we halted our campaign for yesterday, having survived death after our car was shot through all the tires and through the windscreen. We decided to come and face the Electoral Commission and put it straight to them. Not that we expected an immediate solution, and just like we've communicated it to the Electoral Commission chairperson, that we have not been assisted. When we were blocked from the consultation, there was no COVID-19. We were not assisted. When I was roughly arrested on the 3rd of November, the day of nomination, it was not about the SOPs. And yes, all that has been ongoing is not about the SOPs. So we came to face the Electoral Commission, one, because the Electoral Commission has been silent. They've been silent ever since we were brutally arrested from the nomination ground. The Electoral Commission has been silent since the murder of more than 100 innocent citizens of Uganda. The Electoral Commission was silent even when 5 people were murdered in Nachifuma by police trucks running over them. So we came to go on record. We came because we know that the Electoral Commission is responsible for this election. And yes, we put it to them. Among the issues we raised, it was a question whether or not the Electoral Commission is in charge. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the military blocking us, brutalizing people and closing people's businesses. As you can see, these are the people that are being shot dead by the police and the military, and some goons that move around with guns but in plain clothes. As you can see, these are the scenes of our campaign meetings, marred with violence, tear gas and live bullets from the military and the police. We also raised the issue of DPCs and RPCs and other government officials that constantly block us from using public facilities like hotels. As you all are aware that in Mijera we had to sleep on the road because the DPC, the one Patience Namara, said that we did not qualify to sleep in hotels. We put these pictures to them. This was one of the scenes where the police and military had this lady, as you can see. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, this is the picture of the car where I was. This car was shot in all tires by the military and the police. As you can see, this is what our people go through on the campaign trail. This continues to be the scene of our campaigns. We also reported to the Electoral Commission that the head of my security, the security that was given to us by the Electoral Commission, was shot at by fellow police officers. And we believe that they were targeting me because the two closest people to me, who is Officer Kato, was the head of my security, and one of my assistants, the producer Dan Magic, also was shot with a tear gas canister, and his face was split. He even lost his teeth. We put this to the Electoral Commission because we wanted them to be aware of the constant murders of innocent Ugandans. This is a scene from yesterday. This gentleman is called Officer Kato and is the head of the security that was given to me by the Electoral Commission. He was trying to save my life and he ended up shot like that. This is the scene of our campaign in Mukono. These are the scenes of our campaign. As I was telling you yesterday, we narrowly survived death because the military shot live bullets. This is a bullet hole in my car after the tire was removed. The people that are trailing us are dressed like this. This is one of the people that was shot and killed by the police and the military. These continue to be the sins of our campaign, but the Electoral Commission has continuously been silent about it. This and more are the pieces of evidence we brought to put to Mr. Byabakama. These are the sins of our campaigns, ladies and gentlemen. As you might be aware, when we were in northern Uganda, my deputy president, Dr. Lina Zedriga Waru, was arrested and detained in a congested prison, in a congested police cell together with men. And this is the image. For a long time, Honorable Zake and other leaders have been complaining about the police detaining men and women in the same cells. This is the evidence. And yes, these are the scenes. You can see the war weapons that are being deployed by the military against unarmed citizens, and their crime is supporting Chagulanyi. Like I told you yesterday, we narrowly survived death. My driver is still traumatized. This is a bullet hole that went through the windscreen of the car in which I, the Honorable Zake, and other leaders were seated in Jinja. This was yesterday. This is a scene in Mbali. This you see here is my car, where a one officer called Asimwe Abraham, also known as Bravo by his fellow soldiers, deliberately threw a tear gas canister inside my car. This one is my car, and here I was inside. This is a scene from yesterday. This is my music producer called Dan Magic, and this is exactly what they did to him while he was trying to save me from the cell. This was in Iganga. As I've always mentioned to you, ladies and gentlemen, that we are constantly blocked from using the main roads by the police and the military. We are always forced to use the dusty and feeder roads, but even in those feeder roads, I want you to see this is the Uganda People's Defense Forces taking position to fire live bullets at unarmed civilians simply because they stand on the roadside to wave to me. These are the weapons that are deployed against us. This is one of the campaign scenes. This is where we're supposed to have our campaign meeting. This is is one of the many scenes of our campaign trail. And yes, this is also a campaign scene on our trail. This is yet another picture from yesterday where we narrowly survived death at the hands of the UPDF and the Uganda police. This was also supposed to be a campaign meeting, one of the very many that are disrupted by the police and the military. People scamper around for safety amidst a hail of tear gas. As you are aware, people stand by the roadside to wave to us, but this is how we are followed by tear gas and live bullets by the police and military, just for having supporters by the roadside. This is one of the many scenes. And yes, this is my car, filled in tear gas. This is yesterday. That is a bullet hole in the windscreen of the car where I was sitting. I've been saying, ladies and gentlemen, that we are being trailed by men in plain clothes but having guns. In many cases, these people with no police or military uniform but having guns are actually the ones giving orders to the DPCs and RPCs. This is one of the pictures taken by an unidentified person holding a gun and trailing me. This is what our campaign looks like. This picture was taken when we were trying to access Hoima and Masindi. The police blocked the road and claimed the road was under construction. The same road that had brought us from Hoima, all of a sudden, in a few minutes, had become a road under construction, and therefore we could not use it. That is why we ended up spending the night on the road. In this picture, one of our comrades called Den City, whose duty is to raise the national flag high, was being beaten by the police, but we salute him for not dropping the flag of Uganda. This is one of the scenes where the police was brutalizing one of our supporters, and the crime was supporting us. This is a continuation of the same. I've already shown you this picture of the military taking cover to shoot and kill unarmed civilians. This is yet another scene. I was inside that car. And yes, that is the outside of that car. This is the inside, and that is a tear gas canister dropped in my car by a police officer called Asimwe Abraham, also known as Bravo in Mbali. This is what it's like when we say the military has taken over this election. This is a continuation of the same. I've already shown you this picture of Dr. Lina Zedriga detained with men in the same overcrowded cell. I've already shown you this. There are quite many pictures that we can show you, ladies and gentlemen. Pictures showing brutality, pictures showing the police shooting at us, pictures showing us filled in tear gas, pictures showing the military taking over and brutalizing people, shooting to kill unarmed civilians. It is many, many, many pieces of evidence that we can show you, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why we came to the Electoral Commission is not that we know that they are going to do anything, but because we wanted to go on record. We wanted to tell the Electoral Commission that the police and the military are trying to kill us. They are trying to harm us, and we want the entire nation and the entire world to know what is happening. We have communicated to the chairperson of the Electoral Commission. Initially, when I spoke to the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mr. Byabakama, on the 4th, of November, he told me that he's not on social media, therefore he was not aware that I was brutally arrested on the day of nomination. And yes, he has many times commented that he's not aware of what is going on. That is why we came to tell him face to face. The Electoral Commission promised us that they will address these issues to the relevant offices. But we wanted to go on record that we've reported to the Electoral Commission. We have tasked them to take charge or resign. We have told them that we know that they are supposed to be in charge of this election. We've asked them to prevail over the police and the military, to tell them to keep out of this election, especially the military. We have asked them to ask the police to stop blocking the roads for us. We've asked them to ask the police to stop determining our campaign venues, because that is not their mandate. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we also wanted to put it to you. We want to announce that tomorrow we will return to the campaign trail. We are actually setting off this evening to our next destination. We are beginning with Namutumba. For areas where we've not come, we are going to reschedule and ensure that we reach everywhere. We thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for God and our country.
President of Uganda.
Menyere mu Luganda.
Kade ndoza ne wente.
Totema
naye.
Basebo ne banyabo. Ensonga lwaki twaze wano olwaleero. Twalemeddwa okugenda maaso ne kampeni yaffe olunaku lw'eggulo oluvannyuma lwa emmotoka gye twabaddemu okubwa amasasi ab'amagye ne bajaasa emipiira gyonna ate ne bagikuba n'amasasi mu ndabirwamu. Twawonedde watono nnyo okufa era twebaza Katonda. Mpozi ne driver waffe eyabadde atuvuga paka olwaleero akyatawaanyiziddwamu oluvannyuma lw'okusumatuka okuttibwa abasirikale. Olwaleero tuzze okutuukirira akakiiko k'ebyokulonda tubagambe direct maaso ku maaso. Si lwakubanga tusuubira okutuwa ekyokuddamu essaawa zino nga bwe tubadde tubategeezanga nti okuviira ddala mu puroguramu yaffe eya consultation oba okwebuuza ku balonzi, akakiiko k'ebyokulonda tekaasobola kutuyamba. Tuli baali bekwasanga Public Order Management Act nga bekwasa COVID-19 ne SOPs. Tutegeezezza mwami Byabakama nti olunaku lwa nomination oba okwewandiisa nakwatibwa ne bannange bangi nnyo. Mukulu Joel Ssenyonyi olunaku lwaleero akyatambulira ku miggo olw'oluvannyuma lw'obuvune olwamutuusibwako ne bannaffe bangi nnyo olunaku lwa nomination. Kyanaku akakiiko k'ebyokulonda tekavaayo kubaako kyekoogera. Enkeera nga nnya nafuna omukisa nenjogerako ne mwami Byabakama akulira akakiiko k'ebyokulonda. Yantegeeza nti ye tali ku social media era yali tategedde nti baali batuusizaako obulabe obw'engeri bwetyo. Naye mu mbeera y'emu nga bwe mumanyi mwenna, Abannayuganda abasukka mu 100 baatemulwa. Nga batemulwa poliisi, batemulwa amagye, batemulwa n'abo abaali nga tebali mu uniform ya poliisi oba amagye naye nga bakutte emmundu. Ennaku 3 eziyise Bannayuganda 5 batiddwa mu bitundu by'e Nakifuma nga batomerwa emmotoka za poliisi n'amagye ne zibayitako. Ekyennaku tine ambulance ey'omwami Sserukenya eyabadde ejja erondalonda abo abakyalimu akalamu, nayo emmotoka za poliisi zeekiise mu kkubo ne zigiremesa okutuuka mu ddwaliro, era abangi babulidinze batonyola okusa omusaayi paka lwe baafudde. Tuze okutegeeza mwami Byabakama ku byonna byonna ebibadde bigenda mu maaso, okutulugunyizibwa okubadde kugenda mu maaso, amakubo okusibwa ne batulemesa okutuuka gye tulina okutuuka mu budde, n'okutugaana okwogera mu bantu be tuba tugenza okwogera nabo, newankubadde nga puroguramu eyo ebadde mu mateeka era nga n'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kagimanyi. Tuzze wano kubanga twagala okugenda ku record, tuzze wano kubanga tugoberera amateeka, tuzze wano kubanga tumanyi nti akakiiko k'ebyokulonda ke kavunaanyizibwa ku kulonda kuno. Naye ngera bwe muze mukiraba kibadde kyeyulekalunye nti amagye ne poliisi byawamba emitendera gy'okulonda gino. Tuze okubitegeeza mwami Byabakama mu butongole era tufunye omukisa ne tubimutegeeza. Tusabye akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kabeeyo ke pronouncing kategeze poliisi nti terina buyinza kulonda kuno wabula akakiiko k'ebyokulonda. Tusabye akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kategeze amagye titegayina kifo mu nsonga za kulonda zino. Tuzze tusabe akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kaddemu kakikaatirize ti poliisi terina buyinza tugaana kwogera n'abantu betulina kwogera nabo. Era bitubitegeeza akakiiko k'ebyokulonda batusuubiza ensonga zino bagenda zikolako era tulindiridde okulira eddoboozi eriva gye bali. Twagala okubategeeza bannayuganda bannaffe nti tuddamu kampeyini zaffe enkya. In fact tusimbula lwaleero okuddayo ku trail. Tutandikira Namutumba ebitundu bye batulemeseza okutuukamu tubasuubiza titugenda kwalija singa tugenda kukyusaamu mu puroguramu yaffe tulabe nga tubatuukako twogere nammwe tubasabe akalulu tetumanyi nti mulina era mugenda katuwa. Twagala obeebaza mwenna basebo ne banyabo. Twagala okusaasira bannayuganda. Twagala okusaasira bannayuganda bonna n'abo ab'enganda zaabwe abattiddwa. Mpozi n'ekirala tutegeezezza Electoral Commission kyekubiira abadde alabika ku ludda lwabwe n'okusingira ddala kyekubiira aliwo ku ludda olwa poliisi. Mwami Museveni mwamulabye olunaku lwajjo ng'ayogera n'enkuyanja y'abantu nga tewali kye bayita social distance oba ze bayita SOPs naye nga yabadde akuuma amagye n'abantu be bennyini abawagizi be n'abalala bonna bonna nga bwe mumanyi nti mu mateeka akola ekintu ku lulwo abakikoze ku lulwo era abakikoledde ggwe n'olw'ensonga eyo gwoba okikoze naye bo bakuuma amagye. I'll say that in English. We even raised the issue of double standards by the police in regards to the enforcement of the so-called SOPs. We are being brutalized, our people are being killed, while Mr. Museveni goes ahead to address people, to meet people, and his supporters are gathering, but they are gathering in protection, under the protection of the army and the police. So we raised that to the Electoral Commission, and they promised to address it. Whether or not whether they address it or not, we are heading out and continuing with our campaign. We continue to mention, to inform it. Twongera maaso okutegeeza abannayuganda bannaffe abali naffe ku mikutu gino egy'enjawulo n'abali ebweru w'eggwanga nti obulamu bwaffe buli mu matigga. Ekyo tukigambye n'akuli akakiiko k'ebyokulonda nti ke kavunaanyizibwa ku bulamu bwaffe ne obulamu bwaffe buli mu matigga ate nga bagezezaako okuggyawo obulamu bwaffe ye poliisi n'amagye. Tutegeeza mwami Byabakama nti amateeka gamulagira nti yaba addukanya ensonga z'ebyokulonda era bweba ensonga z'ebyokulonda nga zimulemye alekulire. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala kulwa Katonda n'ensi yaffe.
There's one other thing we just wanted to highlight. The issue for
Okay, just one more thing.
Ate kakyuse kati mulere gyatunuze
Thank you very much. Banaye mutusasire waddeyo busonga busatu bwendeseeyo muzikirize nabo mbogereko oba ntandikire mu luzungu engeri gyebiyinza. Thank you very much. There are 3 points I wanted to make, ladies and gentlemen. One, as you saw in the pictures, us being followed by ununiformed individuals wielding guns. You have also seen pictures of military cars and police cars with number plates removed. These people are evidently targeting our lives, but they don't want any record taken. Also, police officers who are supposed to be bearing name tags do not bear name tags when they're coming to carry out those illegal operations on us. I also want to highlight the issue of RDCs and other public servants that have gotten involved in this election, but primarily to brutalize and intimidate our people. Very importantly, I want to inform the world that this is supposed to be an independent electoral commission. But on our way entering, we found posters of the old me, posters of pictures taken 15 years ago when I was still in the ghettos of Kamocha. Posters of a history that I'm very proud of, painted all over the wall of the so-called Independent Electoral Commission, which is guarded 24/7. Now, this is supposed to communicate to every Ugandan out there who was still doubting the partiality of the Electoral Commission. Kati kambyogere mu Luganda. Ensonga zembadde njagala okwogerako zendeseeyo. Ensonga esooka ye motoka ez'amagye n'eza poliisi ze baggyeko number plate naye nga zigenda zitulondola ze zigenda zikola ebikolobero. N'abapoliisi gye tuyitira yonna bagenze bajjako name tags, bajjako amanya gaabwe ku uniform zaabwe kubanga bamanyi bye bakola bya bumenyi bw'amateeka tebaagala kugenda ku rekodi. Waliwo n'emmotoka ezimu za kika kya drone zigenda zipikinga abantu baffe nga bababuzaawo, bangi nnyo bababuzizaawo tetunamanya gye babatadde. Pozi n'ensonga endala ey'aba RDCs abo balina okubeera nga bakozi ba gavumenti naye be basinze okwenyigira mu bulugu bw'akalulu kano wa campaign zino nga batiisatiisa abantu baffe. N'ekisembayo ate nga kikulu nnyo, olwaleero twaze waaba eri akakiiko k'ebyokulonda olw'okunyigirizibwa okutulugunyizibwa n'obumenyi bw'amateeka obugenda mu maaso. Naye kyewuunyisa kana akakiiko k'ebyokulonda akalina okuba nga tekalina kyekubira bwe tubadde tuyingira era nga bwe mugenda okulaba tusanze ebifaananyi byange ebyakubibwa emyaka ekisuka 15 egiyise nga ndi mu geto zaffe ez'Ekamocha, ebifaananyi ebitankwasa nsonyi kubanga bwe bw'obulamu bwe nayitamu nga bitimbiddwa ku kakiiko k'ebyokulonda nga bagezaako bo balowooza nti bali mukono na linnya lyange. Bitimbiddwa ku kisenge kya Electoral Commission, ekisenge ekikuumibwa poliisi n'amagye essaawa 24. Kati waba waliwo munnayuganda akyabuusabuusa kyakakiiko kalina kyekubira, njagala bwe muvaano mugende mulabe ebifaananyi ebyakyagulanyi ebyakubiddwa abo abalowooza nti bali mukono linnya lyange n'ebitimbibwa ku kakiiko k'ebyokulonda kuba bategezeddwa titujja wano olwaleero mulyoke mumanye nti nno eno gavumenti egenda kufuba okukola buli kimu kyonna ekigenda okumaliza nga kigiswazizza, naye emalize nga n'ebitongole bya gavumenti byonna byonna ebyanise. Eyo ensonga basebe ne bannyabo gye mbadde njagala okutangaaza kati ne bwe mutema.
Oh, Venus.
Officer.
Sema kawoka kuna eka ngoi.
Nayo kwa mko.
Naika kule.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you come. President has carried it. Thank you, sir.
Babalaba nga bakola ki? Tugenda mu tujja kukola isi.